Guys are happy I'm back on threes, but like there are just some things that are just not okay when it comes to this community. And the devs just doesn't really care that a lot of this drama is going on that could possibly ruin their game. But also, I'm scuffed again. I should have titled the scuffed gameplay with Rant. But there's just a lot of things about this community that I just don't like. Especially what they're doing now. They call it like top tier, whatever, and it's just that literally a lot of stuff, Luna, because like there's so many things happening to this community. I just put cards on. I just put cards on Deacon, so that's why I have 2K coins. But yeah, like there's just some things that are just not okay, and we just allow it to happen, and the devs just allow it to happen too, because we don't really say much, and if we do say something, they don't really care anyway. Like, there's some people in the Discord keep saying, hey, we should get a battle pass and stuff. I'm like, bro, we just had one like what, a week ago? Where were you? Why do you want another one infinitely? Like right then and there. So if that's the case, like if people get impatient, I don't know what the devs are thinking, honestly. Like, and also, rank always gets bugged for some reason. This Asher rank got bugged. The last rank got bugged. It was like it was a regular rank. I think it was a long time ago. I don't remember. And the people that were double S got triple S somehow. And just like I don't know. They got the trophy, they got the tag, they got the points. I never really got the luxury of that, so I can't really tell you my opinion on it. I'm playing big so I can talk more and not have to sweat as much. But like, man, just man. There's so many things about this community that grinds my gears. Why is Psycho Cat playing Noah? Hey, bruh. Hey, bro, hop off. But this community, we got some low tiers going to high tiers. I bet everyone can say something about that. Everyone in this community can say something. Because recently, grinding my gear. Because recently, everyone could argue the fact that low tier needs to stay in low tier and high tier needs to, you know, high tier can just play high tier. Make it feel like it's not torturing on the solo play, solo queue. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight and a lot of matchmaking stuff as well. Grinding my gears. But like, it's so annoying when... Yikes. It's so annoying when the low tiers come up here for no reason. All because it's like, oh, it's kind of like 2K. It's nothing like 2K. We can all agree with that. Double clutch. But like... Why? Just why, bro? You're getting close. Yeah, I know. I don't really play big anyway, so it's fine. Another thing is... blind defense has been one of the most bipolar skill in the game. It could either ruin a scorer, or just, you know, not exist to the scorer anyway. So, to the Liu mains, you guys went against like PC players that just face shot you, even though you have blind defense up, yeah? God, is she close range dunking? I thought she was gonna long range there. But yeah, like I've seen so many blind defense Lius getting shat on, bruv. Bruh. No, like under 100%, like blind defense. It doesn't need to get nerfed after what I've seen recently. There's so many hackers in a lot of games. And the fact that people are hacking in this game in particular is insane. It's just insane. Like, we've all went against, what, Jenna Ortega, the one that tried to make it not look obvious, but makes it so, like, subtle. You can, like, once you keep seeing them, like, once you let them keep scoring, you can, Jesus Christ, what is your pain? Ah, you should have jumped. I think power rebound is just not working right now for me. But, there we go. Jesus, okay. So, blind defense Doesn't really work on hackers. Besides that, like, one time, Shaun impediment doesn't work on hackers. They could just make it, face you in your face, and then throw you down for it. Like, are we okay with that? Like, are we seriously okay with that? Just letting hackers just ruin our game? But, like, as a PC player... Oh, yeah, my bad. As a PC player, do you think hacking in a almost dead game with the usual people playing and then some newbies coming in, do you think that's okay? Like, I understand, you know, frames, but I really don't care if you have a frame advantage or PC advantage. But just hacking? Why? You cannot be that bad to the point where you need to do some coding in a game that's almost dead. Like, blind defense doesn't work on it. Jack, you have to, like, have good jump shot block, like, whatever. And they have a frame advantage too, so... Did you just jump on that? Oh my god. But yeah, like, it's so confusing. Why would you hack in a dead... Why would you hack in a dead game? So I'm gonna slowly, like, rant about the community and then what's going on in general. Like, every single thing, like, that's annoying people or just annoying in general. Something that we can all agree, this right here, macroing or just spamming X. Literally, it's so annoying. Like, why? Just because you're not, what, getting the ball, getting something? Like, why are you just, like, sitting there doing nothing? Like, it's not... Doesn't make you, you know, like coin farming. Yeah, you could just play the game. If it's a comp game, why would you just sit there and press X and make it a 2v3 and then that person gets thrown down because, you know, reasons. Oh my god. What is this dude doing? Why am I always forced to go big? Another thing, a problem. There's someone with a P6 Fox not picking them. There's no stat boost event out either. So, another problem with me. They just won't let you go small. So that's exactly why I'm working on power forwards. If you are like a free-to-play player, you will suffer in this game because people are so bipolar. Like, so bipolar. Why are you just taking it to the paint, bro? Like, I know it's pubs and everything, but people just like... I don't want to say something like out of the ordinary that I usually say. I want to stay in my usual saying. It's annoying, irritating, mind-boggling, you know, those types of stuff. That people just think they're that good that you just come into this like game saying, why don't you play 2K? Which starts another problem. 2K is kind of in a bad spot itself. If you don't have the money to play 2K, because it's gonna take a while to... God dang. I don't think I'm on West. I'll check again though. But it just gets annoying just seeing the same thing over and over. Jack, leave, Fox. And it's kind of ironic that I'm using Fox right now. But like, oh my god. It just doesn't... And then there's some people that just wants the ball 24/7, which is also annoying, but it's kind of bearable. But man, like, some people just want to ruin the game for everyone else, and he just sits there. What do you mean, Mikey, bro? What did Mikey do? And another thing, yeah, like, speaking of Mikey, there's some crews that just reach out to you when you don't play the game that much. I rarely play threes, and since I'm playing threes right now, it's because I don't have my PS5 controller right now. But like, I don't always want to join a crew. Like, it's not... being in a crew, from what I've realized, is just too toxic. Which is another thing about gaming in general. Being toxic for no reason. You're not even being toxic towards them, you're chill. But people just want to feel above people. They want to make them feel better. Even though it's a game that we're meant to have fun in. If you want to be like toxic or whatever, then go play like competitive type stuff. Like, there's ranked sometimes. There's other games that are just like have ranked 24/7 or anything competitive wise. But people go to casual and just trash talk to casual players, which is cringe, honestly. And this is mainly like in Fortnite itself too. Sometimes fighting games, but I rarely see people be toxic in fighting games from what I've seen. It's mostly the games that are just like for like chill people. Like if you're a casual in most, what in the world? He just shot and he got the ball. Okay. Yeah, this game is never gonna not be confusing. The bugs in this game is just so terrible. But alright, let's get back into the community and not about the game for a little bit. Because community kind of just like make this game worse. So we all know about the Sin situation, yada yada yada. He does this, he's talking to Kushina, whatever. But the man is just being fed, if you think about it. People are feeding him misinformation. Why do you want me to tell you what you want to spend $100 on? I mean, you rarely play Fortnite. I don't know what else you play. Now, why would you put $100? If you already have the Ultimate Edition, don't put money in threes. There's really no point in putting money in threes if you already have the Ultimate Edition. They probably might do something about that because they're gonna lose less money that way. But anyways, as I was saying, oh my god, then just grind, Luna. You don't. Luna, would you rather get shafted for gold or the platinum stuff, and that you need more plat to get more cards? You know how RNG the card situation is? I mean, of course nobody feels like that. I mean, I'm an old head, so I can't really talk. But like, still. You don't put money into this game if you already have the Ultimate Edition. Unless you really want an outfit from the shopping bag. It's not hard at all if you're in a crew. I got like a lot of them when I was in the crew, and then I just like left the crew immediately. I need to check. Bro. Let's see. It doesn't feel like we're on West. But we are. What's my ping? Get out of here, champion. 34. Ooh. I was in the 20s, but okay. Anyways, as I was saying about the Sin situation, we all know about the Sin situation. Kushina gets, you know, targeted the most. People are feeding into him, telling... Okay. They keep feeding into him, telling him yada yada yada, all this random stuff. Again, community. It should have died a long time ago. But people are giving him information. People are giving him names. People are just telling him false information, role-playing as Kushina, just to get in his head to make him do this. Which is another reason why most of the 3-on-3 community is not innocent. There's people that have anything related to Sin just feeding him. Yeah, but it's so disgusting. And as an introvert that has studied this situation multiple times, I've basically seen this scenario happen all the time. The main person should have not been this driven. And they're like, what, 20 years apart? 17, 13, 15, like double digits apart. Literally, bro. Let's go kill Bray. But yeah, that's so weird. Like, there's nothing normal about that. Like, that's like going to a 60-year-old as a 13. No, not 13. Going to an 18-year-old, that fresh adult, talking to a 60-year-old, saying, "Hey, you want to get to..." Like, that's so weird, bro. There's like a YouTube of that as well. Again, weird. But like, I've seen this scenario happen so many times because I'm just out here just studying people because I didn't like people growing up, and I just find that people just want drama, any shape or form, even if it's sexual harassment, which is so disgusting. Why? Just why? Like Blue commented that he's a simp. I think he's more than that. I think he's delusional, which we can all agree on. Blue said he was delusional too, but he's being fed things that makes him delusional more. So, regardless of what Sin is doing, if we don't fix the people of the internet feeding into this drama that has happened for I don't know how long, needs to just stop. This has been going on for too long. Are they both macroing? Why is this a full PC lineup right now? Oh, these are bots. Like, why? Yeah. I get so, and it's against PC player, like PC bots. It's so stupid. And this is another thing that grinds my gears, bro. Grinding my gears. Pulling a whole Peter Griffin out here. Why? Just why, bro? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of doing this against bots? Like, ew. Just, he changed his name to Death by Kushina. Meaning, it's no more Cynic's Kush anymore. He's saying he's going to die because of her, which is so stupid. Why? Just why, bro? Jesus Christ. It doesn't make sense to die to someone that is basically could be your child. Basically, you could call her daughter at that point, and you're being toxic because of that. He changed his in-game name too, bro. She spent $10 to change his name. Is that what I'm hearing right now? Bro. Oh, because there's someone that I guess someone fed him information about her Reddit or something. In PSN name. Jesus. It's so disgusting from what I've just seen, heard, and just saw. Oh, I know you posted it earlier. I've also saw it in another chat I was in. And man, I can't, bro. I literally can't do it anymore. It's more than just Sin drama. It's community just being annoying for some odd reason. Feeding Sin delusional stuff for whatever reason. Like, we think it's just Sin. Because to be honest with you, I think Sin would have stopped ages ago. But then people just started feeding him. Oh my god. Just shoot it so I can get the rebound. Oh my god. Y'all do know there's a winning thing event, right? Like, why are you macroing? A 1v3 against bots. I think this is the first time I will ever lose to bots, honestly. This is the first time I'll ever lose to bots, bro. This is so insane. All because of what they're doing. Like, what? But yeah, so regardless of what people say, we will always be in this predicament of the internet, where people just feed people things because they want more drama that should have ended years ago. I still don't know how to block right now. Like, think about it. Name something, like, name a drama, right? Name a drama that should have ended like weeks ago or years ago, but just hasn't because people keep fighting, like lighting fire on it. Mine, I don't know why I passed it. For me, I want you to guess what it is. Group chat drama. Even though, like, I don't know. Most people just don't understand that group chat drama is not drama. Not trauma. Drama. It's just so unneeded. Because what's the point in feeding drama? I'm tired of hearing it. I know, I'm tired of hearing the sin drama too, over and over and over. But we got people feeding him, bro. Telling him what he wants to hear and just ignoring the fact that he is a human that is around his 30s talking to someone basically a fresh adult, in my opinion. And it's just weird to me, you know? Like, you just, like, I don't understand why 3-on-3 people wants to continue something that could potentially hurt their game even more. Like, we all understand that drama is not the only thing ruining this game. It's the devs themselves. It's literally the devs themselves. And then the community just gets mad, understandably. But, like, that one time we got ranked and battle pass together is a one-time thing. I don't think it'll ever happen again. I'm blacklisting these two too. Wait, like, that needs to stop, bro. But, like, don't tell me they're together. That'll be so annoying that they're together. I can't even see. I can't. They're together. They're macroing together, bro. Why? Oh my god. But yeah.
I posted this one earlier about doing macro. Hey, but it's your problem. I left 3S community.
It's not my problem. I rarely play threes myself. The reason why I'm doing it now is because I've heard so many people say, hey, you should stream threes. Even though I'm tired of it. Like, after everything I've seen, everything I've heard, I just can't anymore. And then people being toxic because of server advantage and playing weird. Because can we all agree that 1v1ing in this game makes no sense, not a difference. Like, there's some characters that can do it, but there we go. Speaking of getting sold one-on-one, like, it's just so annoying dealing with randoms as a solo queue. Either A, they raise the solo, like the level to go to high tier to at least 50. 50 should be a good point in time where you should understand where to be. I don't think that's too high for me. You'll hurt Hunch's feelings about 1v1. To be honest, I don't care anymore. This is me just saying how I feel. I don't care if I hurt people's feelings with this one, because after everything the 3-on-3 community did to people, I think that's the least of their worries, is their feelings being hurt. Like, oh my god, you said this about me. How dare you? And then just people just playing victim. Like, they just think they did nothing wrong, even though they're the main reason why something went bad. Literally, they don't want to, like, squash the drama at all. They just want to be like annoying. Oh my god. At this point, just turn into a macro. I think we can all agree that devs that do nothing are the most annoying things ever. I'm trying to rant about everything else, but, like, there's so many things about threes that I just hate about it. And I want to prove to the stream that threes is not a fun game if you dive in to, like, what this game's been through. The devs are trash, the community is trash, and the matchmaking is god awful. And I believe that we can all agree on that.
It's a mix of everything, Jay.
And community, like, and internet-wise, the internet is just terrible as right now. People joke about certain things that should not be joked about, but joke about it anyway and call it a dark joke. Like, we joke about what? Something that shouldn't be joked about. I'm forfeiting there. We joke about things that should be joked about, and then we label it as dark drama right after. Not dark drama, dark jokes right after. It's just a joke, man. That's not funny, you know? Humor lost its meaning. I've not met one funny person recently. I have to scroll through YouTube. I have to scroll through YouTube and see what is funny. What I've seen isn't funny. And people that gets I don't know why, but I've noticed that if whoever has a advantage over the other person, they watch the bro, old stuff we can never go back to. There's some funny people now, but they're just playing a game that tilts them. They're not enjoying it, but they're funny. Blue, you're sus. We can both agree on that one. Before, like, we know the center tournament was gonna be boring, but you didn't have to say all those sus stuff. You feel? You could even say, you could have said dad jokes. You could have just said jokes about other things. But bro said the most sus stuff in his stream I've ever heard, and I just didn't say anything because I knew someone was gonna comment right after with me, which is another thing, stealing comments or not paying attention unless someone draws attention to it, which is very common now. In the world, we have, you know, feminism, all the other stuff, gender equality, which I 100%. Oh, I've watched Comedy Night. That is so funny, but then it gets too far, you know. It goes to racist jokes, which I can tolerate some of them if it's not repetitive. If it's repetitive, it's just not funny anymore. And then just weird jokes about, like, kids and stuff. It's just becoming a philosophy. You know what? If I have to go political, I'm probably gonna not survive in a minute. Cause if you say anything political, people are just gonna berate you, or they're just gonna side with you. And it's usually berating, because people in this world do not understand. They just think they're right and everyone's wrong, which is not good. Which is why people need to, like, reevaluate themselves and understand that there are people in this world that are always going to be wrong because of how they think and how they were raised. And there's people that think they're always right because of how they were raised and how they problem solved, and they have facts to back it up or whatever. But isn't it weird that recently people that think they're right just has egos, massive egos? Like, they have more ego than an anime character that is overpowered. They don't have facts, they just think. They just trust me, bro, my sources or whatever. Why? I think that's one thing that's going to turn this world more corrupt than it is, and humanity's going to be, like, no one's going to believe in humanity that are just sitting there just watching it destroy itself. Like, ego. Sometimes being egotistical is fine, but over something that's controversial is so weird. So I made a Reddit post, like, one time about what I think is fun in this game, like, character-wise, and people just start crap-talking it. All because I said I did not have fun with this character, but I have fun with this character. I don't know why the ISO characters are so low. Well, some of these are kind of high. I don't know why Carter's so high. I think it's funny yelling the spider while using the hand. It's just so funny that the hand actually works or it doesn't work. And that's why people don't understand me. I'm different. And I did say this. You know what? Let me just go tell you what I exactly said, so I don't even, hold on. I can pull up Reddit kind of fast anyway. Okay, so Ayla slash Joey not being higher is weird. She's an ISO. Just because Ayla is an ISO doesn't mean she's boring because she has Sham God. And Joey, just because he's ISO doesn't mean he's a one-trick pony. One-trick ponies are bad boring because they have nothing else. It's the same thing over and over. So how is that fun? Chloe, boring.
You got it. When the queue it's taking a long time, why don't you re-queue up?
Yeah.
Why grinding my gears? Where's the video I'm trying to watch? Oh,
Bruh.
man, it's not a good.
Hold on a second. My thing messed up. I gotta go act my phone. Give me like 1 second.
Kim is pointing BH.
Okay. Let me turn this down. So let me see.
Let's get to the root.
I'm gonna just scroll a little bit. So, have you not? Oh no, I already saw that.
They see she don't got crossovers and stuff, so it's hard to get open.
Kim is fun, to be honest. Okay, I'll tell you where I put Kim. Give me 1 second. I put Kim in the middle.
Magician face screaming in fear.
She could be funny. She could be somewhat fun. But like, not all the time, you know? Okay, so I'll tell you who I put in boring. Clark, Hal, Liu, Jason, not Jason, Joey, Ox Queen, Helena, Chloe, and Ayla. Ayla being at the bottom. Now, I can tell you my reasoning for anyone that thinks I am kind of in the wrong. Mostly the bigs, I didn't really have an opinion on that, so I went to someone that played mostly on the bigs, and they just told me where that I should put them. And I said, sure, okay. And I did say it's subjective. It's a fun tier list. It's what I think is fun. Not what I think is, why I think like overall is fun. But people just want their highest carry. Like, people get so tilted, even though I'm just doing it because, I'm just doing it. I feel like it. And plus, I would. Meta is always going to be boring. It's the same thing over and over. I put Deacon in somewhat fun. Yeah. Considering the fact that she's not really... Like, she could be good. Let's be honest here. She could be somewhat good. But she just took the most hit without getting nerfed recently. All because characters keep getting pushed in and she's getting power crept, which is something that is very common in most games that deals with characters, meta, or just pay to win aspects. So okay, so I'm gonna say this. I know most of you guys don't mess with Genshin, but what I mean by power creep is Venti and Kazuha. Kazuha is better than Venti, even though Venti is the Anima Archon. So what I'm basically saying is power creep is so common in any game if it has a pay to win aspect in it. But now we're coming into the part of pull whoever you think is fun. We're not gonna judge you for it, even though they judge you harshly anyway. So like, people will judge like harshly if you play Noah, Ginger. If you play anyone that's like below C tier, people just flame you for it, which is so unnecessary. Like, it's a game. We're trying to have fun. We're not trying to sweat and like win every game. So I'm gonna say this real quick. Lulu kind of being low makes sense. Saru's another ISO character that should be higher. I put depends on what build. 2-point Saru isn't fun at all because you're just throwing up 2s. 3-point Saru is kind of fun because it's basically RNG simulator. And then just dunking Saru, if you just dunk from half court, no, I'm being like exaggerated. If you dunk from right here and very fast, that's pretty cool, honestly. It's not too overpowered either because people can just counter anything because you have Leo and Jack. He said Fox should be higher.
This is why I used to call them 3-on-3 masturbators, but I got bored of saying that.
Like, people need to understand that fun is subjective. And it's so tilting, bro. Just hearing that fun should be universal. We can all agree on one character that's fun. Goofy. MC. MC is the most goofiest character in the game. But people just want to have their mains so high up on the list for some odd reason because they think it's fun. Even though I said something subjective, which tilts me so much. Like, people don't understand terms from what I'm seeing. Everyone's just a child when it comes to, like, big words, I guess. Saying subjective is just, like, a big word to them. And it's from Jin Kazuma, a person that plays 3 so much that they just like make their own tier list. And he says, I don't know why most of the ISO characters are so low. And of course I got downvoted to oblivion because again, it's a tier list and it's, you know, to not really to be messed with if you don't want to get downvoted or ratioed or whatever. But people just need to understand that fun is subjective. Anything in like game wise that's not like facts is subjective. Opinions. But people don't like opinions, but they don't like your opinion. They just make a whole argument out of it and just write a whole essay about why this character is fun. Even though you could do the same thing, but choose not to because it's not, you know, your thing. But Fox being higher, though? I just don't understand, bro. I really don't. I try to make sense of it all, but I will never understand the community of anything. Oh, and also, this is gonna get dark for a second, because I'm a multi-gamer, right? I play multiple games. I try to understand what's going on with multiple games, and one of the games are Genshin. Your word, you. But if this is gonna get dark, so. Cobra, did you get any backlash from it? I want to hear this. Did you get any backlash? Did you hear, why is this character so low compared to this character? My Reddit name is anonymous right now. Because I rarely use Reddit anyway. I just come like once in a blue moon on Reddit. Like get on and just talk and then just get off immediately. I don't like to spend too much on Reddit. I'm mostly on Discord and yeah, everyone has opinions, but people don't respect opinions. Probably, but it got deleted by those mods. They're tilted, bro. Like people get tilted by facts or opinions, and it's mainly facts though. Like who gets tilted based off facts, you know? That's like going to Blue and saying, hey, I don't like your YouTube or your videos. Which is weird. Because it's subjective and you want them to what? KYS? Why? All because you don't like something? You thought it was something cringe even though other people think it's funny? W. But it's so weird. Why do you want my big so much, bro? That broke getting crossed. But it's just so weird.
I would never make a tier list based on how good the characters are. People wanted me to do it, but it's obvious what the tier list would be.
And it's obvious that there's so many tier lists of the characters that are good, quote unquote. We all know who's gonna be on there, but people just want tier lists anyway, which is... It's just so weird. Why do you want a tier list that we all know who's the top of the list? Yeah, like how fun a certain character is. That's what I've done, and you still get backlash from it because it's your opinion. Again, opinions always get bashed, and you get bashed to oblivion. So Lucy commented that, yeah, this is a fun tier list idea, but oh my god, this MC's Goddard is kind of terrible, man. But people will just do anything. They will just ratio you for no reason. Why are you on my big? But people will just backlash anything at this point because they all want to start something. Drama, anything related to drama, they will start it. If they can find an opportunity to make you mad, they will do that. That's something I do not like about this anything, like internet-wise.
Jimmy and having a glass loudly crying face explain please. Not hating, if it's your opinion.
So 3x3 was probably the most fun I've had and I saw so many Jimmy just flopping down, bro. I think it was so funny first of all because there's so many meme ideas I can make of Jimmy. Dude, just imagine you're doing the dunk thing and you just hear him plop down with like one of those sound effects. Like there's so many ideas I can make out of Jimmy. It's not even funny, bro. And also, he has like 50. He's basically an RNG character. You can either make the dunk or you cannot. You can either make the close range layup or whatever, or you could probably not.
Big dog in having a blast is 100% correct. I'll only go big dog on low tire players.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone could argue on Big Dog, but again, you got these people. Big Dog without cards to open up his game is not fun. And a below average center who passes and has no real moves or offense. Dude. Dude. So you want me to put Big Dog based off what he has and not what he does or what he can do or what or what we've seen. Again, people just sweat in this game and just doesn't talk about fun. They're so blinded by tier lists. They just want an actual tier list of a character. And people said that Kim is not fun or necessarily fun because she just sits around behind screens. I have not seen one Kim use her screen cut, which is so weird that you're saying that to me, you know? Like that's just saying like, oh, hold on a second. This character does only this because that's what their skill have. But is it used? No. We all agree that Noah's nutmeg is the worst skill in the game because what's the probability of you pump faking and them either stealing or jumping? Nada. So there's no shot of you getting nutmeg off. If you get nutmegged off, like the person that is defending you should DC right after, honestly, because there's no way someone got nutmeg off, and it's the worst skill to use. So like, think about it like this. Let's say, right, you're going against a Pedro who knows better, right? Who knows when to steal and knows when not to steal. On a Noah, I have not got the ball stolen from me because all I could just do is just hold circle.
I requested it on Discord with a thread got deleted by Max.
But it's just so stupid, you know? Like, people just want fun to be universal and not subjective. Just because a character is an ISO doesn't mean I'm gonna say, oh, they're more fun because they're this role. What are you doing? Like, that's just saying, oh, I'm gonna put freaking Joey in height, like, very fun because he's an ISO character. He's an ISO character, yes, I'll give you that. But what can he do? Side hop step. And what do people do? Understand that it's a one-trick pony, kind of like Ox Queen, another boring character, but it's just very necessary in the game. And then I said Carter was fun, and he said, yeah, this tier list is bad. And Pedro is fun in a toxic way, less than it used to be though. Same goes for Murdoch. Mind you, I put Pedro in somewhat fun. I put Murdoch in, where is Murdoch? It's somewhat fun as well. So, Carolina's in the middle because she's outdated, yada yada. She can be fun, she cannot be. So I said, yeah, she can give me some type of fun. And that kind of just like threw people, or like, there's just Huncho people. I'm not trying to diss Huncho, I'm dissing his fans. Because some of his fans are D-writers, and they just want to be just like him and not make their own playstyle, you know? They just want to cook and get sold, or sell. One or the other. But of course, I got downvoted to oblivion on the Reddit post, all because I said something. I was even biased towards Noah. I said Noah depends on the build. Spamming floaters is not fun. Layup spamming is not fun. Dunking, however, is fun because it's a chance. Shooting threes I could possibly brick, it's funny. It hurts, but it's funny. Mid-range Noah can be fun, and ISO Noah probably the most fun I've had ever, because you're practically unguardable unless you get doubled, and I've never been doubled with Noah. Paywall to become good too. Literally, bro, you gotta fork out what, $100 to be good at the game? Depends on where you are, because tax is also a thing too. Unless you live in like the god area of Montana and you just like don't get taxed.
Removing movement speed on defense.
Removing movement speed on defense. I disagree. That's not gonna happen. I don't know why you would ask for that. But people just don't understand that I'm being subjective here. It's from what my experiences was. And then this man says, I have the most fun with Liu, but do you? It was outvoted 3 times. I would say him as well. But, and then I said this. After all the blind defense Liu, I can't unsee it. I love going against skillful Lius, but the bad Lius just... It's bro speaking, bruh. But the bad Lius just ruined y'all's repetition. Like, the good people in this game got ruined because of, like, reputation-wise, because of the characters.
I didn't know people took it so serious on there. When I post a tier list as a troll.
No, if you post a tier list, you're finna, like, you know, you're finna get bashed for no reason, bro. From what I've seen, if you say anything, people just take everything literally seriously. If it's subjective, they take it seriously. If it's a fact, they take it seriously. And then there's that one person that put freaking Pedro in S tier over Chloe and Ayla, even though that's the current meta of this game. They're relying on this freaking Chloe. And this is what Solushi said. I have no problem with this. We need more fun types of tier lists like these. Now, if this was an actual tier list, you'll get bodied. See, everyone has their opinions, though. No skill PGs? I disagree, Professor. Even though mid-range Professor, yes, I agree. No, not skill. But a 3-point Professor that can face shoot? Bro, you need to, like, have cards for that, too. Cindy? Yeah, 100% agree, because she was in the face shot meta, like, a long time ago. Pedro, take steals? Nowadays, take skill with him. Chloe and Ayla, least amount of skill. Just go left, right. Mika takes skill if you want to be good with her. This is a very fast Jessie. I might get cross. I jumped. Nice. And I can finally shoot open. Ah, shoot. But, like, why? Some people, like, take this game way too seriously that anything subjective, you guys are just, like, hating it immediately. Yeah, and then yeah, the golden days. When Ginger came out, that's when people started playing differently. I shot from downtown, and it still goes in. Like, people need to understand that it's a game, and we should have fun, you know? Like, I understand this character is so good, but it's regs. You should have fun with, like, non-meta characters or off-brand meta characters. For small forwards, I think Carter would be a good option, honestly. I mean, Carter's not good, but he's fun to play. Freaking, shooting guards, MC, 100%. I don't think there's any other shooting guard that's fun to me. Fred can be somewhat fun. Walker is just Walker. Noah's just Noah. Noah can be fun sometimes. PG's Professor, 100%. Small forwards, I already said Carter. Oh. 100%, bro. She's open. God, I think, and what I've noticed recently is that a lot of people are running shot impediment. Especially in like non-meta situations where we're just doing scrims. And people take scrims too seriously too. Which is something I'm also going to get into. Scrims. Like, if it's for fun, you're just, like, fun stuff. It's not like an actual, like, sweaty competition or whatever. Why? Why are you, 1, throwing down, 2, talking trash, and 3, spamming the good try or defense emojis? And actually, or picking Aux Queen, Jesse, Liu. Yeah, Jesse's a hit or miss, never mind. Jesse is off the list. Jessie. I think Jessie takes somewhat skill, like on defense and offense, since she only has what? Manual? Hold on, let me show you something. I mean, if she's P6, quick jumpers are a really disgusting thing to see on her. That's when I say, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. It's either A, you just tank the 2, or B, just wait for that pull-up jumper, or a quick jumper. Also, they're double bigging. Kind of weird. Which is very common right now. Is that a Chloe? Why are you spamming reach? I swear, people can't do anything without Chloe and Ayla, or any of the meta characters. Like, once they have it in their hands, they just can't do much. Like, I like seeing Double D more, but like, oh shoot. I like seeing, like, Double D because he's not really meta, but he's really good. He's a really good power forward. There's nothing wrong with him. He has manual block. He has literally everything you would want in a power forward. Just, you know, he's not Fox. Which doesn't make sense why he's not higher on the tier list. Or not higher in the, yeah, you know, why he's not used more often. What, because he can just dribble and be an ISO power forward? Something that Clark should have been? Clark was in, we had ISO Clark for a hot while. And people just kind of just hate on that. I'm wide. There we go. There's the Cindy move. And there's the forfeit. Oh, Clark is chill. That it's just when he's not P5 is when I don't recommend playing him at all. Having a 3-point Clark is probably the most dangerous thing you could do to anyone on the team. Because Clark is already a good dunker, and if you can shoot from 3s with Clark, you're basically an unstoppable force. That was the first troop ISO PF. And then we have Double D. But power creeping in this game is just so... Walker could have been something better, you know? If he didn't brick wide opens just like Noah with his high 3-point stat and well-built cards, maybe he would have been a menace. The fake monster would have been a menace. Murdoch is not an ISO power forward. He's a defensive blocking power forward. Nothing in his kit makes power forward a thing. He's a defensive... I don't know why they nerf Murdoch, honestly. After what we've seen now. I know they're not going to nerf anyone anymore. Like, Spam God's always going to be a thing. They're not going to give them stamina reduction. Which is weird, honestly. Hold on. I have a really good question. I'm going to just dribble, right? I don't think that takes stamina. So I'm gonna just, yeah, Pedro took the most hit, so there's no stamina on this. So give me like 1 second. I'm gonna run out of stamina with Ayla, and I don't really have her built. No stamina taken to do this, by the way. No stamina needed to do this, as you can see. So, but when I go to MC, the worst cross-up in the world takes stamina, I just knew something bad was gonna happen, honestly. And it just hurts after seeing that too. So, 100%, I believe that Hold on a second. Oh, I know Rebecca. I know Rebecca takes stamina, because I've been a Rebecca main for quite some time. I pretty much know everything about Rebecca. Because look, it's gonna take stamina, which makes sense. Because if you just run out of stamina right now, you just do the normal stuff. And then Untamed Dash in general, you just sit there. You don't do anything. Which, again, doesn't make sense. And then I P5'd Walker. He would have been so good if this didn't take stamina. Why does it take stamina? Why does that take stamina? And another thing I got a pet peeve with, turnaround spin move. One of the hardest things to do for Saru. And I think the hardest skill to like pull off too, without any like conditions. Because again, I think Nutmeg is the hardest skill to pull off. But this, it's rarely that I can pull it off.
William Fun to me.
But yeah, like this thing takes stamina, and you can increase the distance, but it's so hard to do. Back then, when Chloe was like a thing, there was a bug with it that was actually pretty good. It makes you step back, so it was worthwhile to do. But now, it's just no point in doing it. What's something that just like so confusing that exists? Yeah, the run back thing that was a bug back then when Chloe wasn't a thing yet. It was a Sar, and they gave it to Saru, which is probably the best thing that ever happened to his kit. So when you're about to like dunk, you could just step back with it, which made it so good and reliable to use. That was a move, yes sir. It was so good on him too. I don't know, I know it was a bug, but why take that off of him? Oh, hold on a second. She has manual layup, right? And I don't think her dunking takes stamina. I mean, there's like a chance of you breaking it when you're out of stamina. But why does she have manual layup when she can dunk? Kind of, like, MC doesn't have it. I think he has it when he's like P6. But like, why would you give a character manual layup when they have manual dunk? No, MC doesn't have it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why give someone manual layup when they could just dunk the ball manually? I'm pretty sure Clark has it too. Hold on. Huh. Tell me about it. Where's Clark? All the way over here. I know he's P4 right now, so I don't really have manual dunk, even though that's his passive or whatever. But he also has manual layup. I mean, on him is really good because he's an ISO character. So like, it makes sense. He has this. But he was meant to be in the paint anyway. But I feel like they could have made Liu more broken if they took away manual layup from her and gave her something else. She would have been more like broken if she had what, a step back, a freaking what, side hop step, even though everyone thinks it's a one trick. Side hop step on the right character can make side hop a really good skill. I mean, it was the only reason why Joey was so good back then, because we didn't really have any way to stop it, and then they start introducing Jack. I think that was the no. Was it Jack then Nadia? I mean, Nadia couldn't catch up to Joey that much either.
If why they gave Clark passive to every big when they miss a dunk or get blocked.
Okay. You're talking about Resilience Fighter, yeah? Randomly activates on the chance of after a blocked dunk. I mean, since Clark was always getting blocked, well, dunking gets blocked usually. Resilient Fighter on Clark is really good, but it's basically block resist. It's basically dunk block resist on him. Free dunk block resist. Alright. Where was I on, like, ranting wise? Like, I was talking about Spam God and stuff, and people crying about stuff. So I might give that, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the other news I've heard. Oh yeah, Jack's lag block is still a thing, Cobra. I have a clip of it. I just don't have my PS5 controller to show you. But, what was... Oh yeah, I was gonna get to other games. So, you guys know I play Genshin and Dead by Daylight a lot, right? And I've been in the news and community-wise. DBD is always gonna be the same, because it's always a they versus them, or us versus them type of thing. Something that ticks me off, irritates me, is the toxicity that is unnecessary when it's a good game. Even in the PTB, when someone's learning the killer or learning the perch or whatever, they just crap on them, even though they're trying to learn, which is so unnecessary. And then in Genshin is where I'm gonna say something dark. So if you guys know Genshin Impact, you guys know that Scaramouche or the Wanderer is a character, and there's something you can't really, you know, destroy, is the fanship. You know, like, there's people that like this character and they're fans of them. But apparently I've heard that men got so jealous of him that they hate him to the point of literally canceling this dude. They're canceling Pixels, my dude, because they're, what? Getting more attention than the guys that in China? Messed up, first of all. Second thing, they made a poster or like a thing of Wander as a cat, and so there was this teenager that said, huh, this looks kind of like that one thing. They ended up Sudokuing the cat right then and there, and it was a teenager, and he thought it was a good idea to do that. Made 0 sense. Like, people are just so weird, bro. He's just sitting there, bro. Okay. But it's so annoying, bro. Oh, I can't believe people hack in general. So apparently people are hacking in Fortnite, I've heard. And it's so common that people are showing montages and clips of them hacking in the FNCS tournament. And I haven't heard a thing, bro. I haven't heard a thing about FNCS afterwards. Like, it was so bad. Why are you pump faking when she stole in the first place? But people just hack in general, and it doesn't make sense. So when I said, yeah, console is in a bad predicament because there's pretty much nothing we can do against something like that. We can't even, like, defend ourselves. We can't even say that guy's hacking because the devs don't care. You have to actually send a form to them. Y'all are so confused. I would not be this confused if I was a small. It just doesn't make sense, bro. You're like, okay, so in Fortnite, there's some good builders, right? There's like some like really good people in that game, but they hack because why? Even though they're good at said game.
Did I surprise you?
So in 3-on-3, right? You have cards. Why would you wallet a game, like wallet the game? Oh, he's lagging. Why would you wallet the game and then hack right after? You're basically losing everything then and there.
It's okay.
And it's once console and PC merged, it was over, bro. Most of the PC players that were console, or most of the console players that were, you know, they were mostly console players. Like most PC players were console players, and they switched. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense. And then gifting was like, you know, gone. They nerfed the coin thing because, you know, making new accounts, giving it to you. I mean, and the people just ratted it out too, which doesn't make sense. Why would you make a whole YouTube video about it? That's another thing that, and once it has a lot of views, Joy City will come to that because streamer event was a thing, and just look at that, bro. And they're like, oh, we gotta get rid of that. Like, why? Why would you rat out a strat that we've been doing just for views? like, are you happy or? I mean, I've done it like what, 5 times, and then just stopped because I got like good cards, which was like pretty decent too. And then I was able to P5 Cindy that day. Best feeling in my life, actually. But they took away the lobby court. When you load into the game, you just load into the lobby, and not like what we're doing now, because Rebound didn't like have that. So console players took the most L out of that entire merge. And we're still taking L's to this day. And there's PC players talking trash on PlayStation players, and Xbox players and PlayStation players are talking trash to each other. Well, the main issue is PC right now, but people just wants to. Oh yeah, they definitely took out the animations. Like, they just became lazy. Like, character-wise, they became very lazy. When did it start to get lazy? Like, once it got to somewhat of Walker. Oh yeah, they took that away too. Like, they took so many good things away from this game that should have been kept, or things that should have been in the game to begin with. The claim all feature, it took them so long to get in the game, and now we have it. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It just doesn't make sense to me. The claim all feature should have been a thing in the beginning. Like, battle passes should have not have been hard in the first place, and forced us to play multiple positions and get MVP with them and score with them as well. It just doesn't make sense, bro. Why am I so fast? Okay, there it goes. I was about to say, what was that? Did this man just try to face guard from downtown? But it just doesn't. Threes is just bad. We can all agree. Fortnite community made it the game bad. Good game, bad community, which is probably the most reason why most games were bad. Overwatch. I used to be an Overwatch player, if you guys don't know. But it was so bad. Community and the devs, honestly. Community and the devs made that game terrible for me. It ruined everything. And notice I'm saying community. Absolver, that wasn't toxic. I was playing the game, and I have not run into one toxic person. That was probably the most fun I've had. We all had good fights. We all fought fair and square. Honor. For honor. Bad community, bad devs. Not too terrible of devs, because they somewhat listen. But still, we should have... Like, why would you get rid of the identity of a character to make them meta-worthy or useful? Like, Bully Yorm was probably the most fun I've had. But now it's just Yorm. Yormagander that is apparently OP according to some people when, you know, Scent does the same thing. And there's more OP people considering that. If that's the case, Tiandi is OP if Yorm is OP, which doesn't make sense. Something I will never understand, really. People just want to find things to complain about, honestly. Like, people just want to find things to complain about, which is so weird, bro. Dead by Daylight, people were complaining about, oh, that thing is so loud on my ear. When Ghostface was starting to get his terror radius, like his music and stuff. Oh my God, he sounds like a washing machine. The next update to his thing, no, bring it back. They brought it back. Oh, it's so hurtful on my ears. They bring the live version. They gave us the live version we have now of his terror radius. I missed the washing machine. Like, what? I like the live version too, because it was faster and it was more intense. I can actually vision myself running against the Ghostface. Hearing a washing machine being broken down is not something that is really nice on the ears for both sides. Just because you like how it sounds, imagine you going against Ghostface all the time and just hearing that, bro. Your ears would be irritated, but people just don't care. They just want to they just want to complain about stuff. And then right now, Alien, he has a washing machine terror radius. We're all complaining about it. I would be so happy if they changed his chase music to something more menacing. Because layer 1, 2, and 3 are so good. And then layer 4, washing machine. Freaking breaking down faster than Ghostface. And then, now, I'm going to talk about some games. Street Fighter. I've seen this from Blue's perspective, that people just play scummy to win. That's basically fighting games in general. And people that get very high... Let's get Cobra. They get very high on the tier list. There's Wikipedia. They get very high on the tier list, or on the ranked thing, all because of what? Let me see. They get very high on the ranking because they pick a character that is plus frames all the time, and there's no punish. And then once they go against a very experienced player that has seen everything about that, it's kind of like Brawlhalla in this situation. 6 spamming is a problem there, but there's some people that just knows how to, you know, deal with it. So, fighting games and Smash. Just people, bro. People just want to find the most annoying way to win. That's not fun for both sides. Bro knows every game. Well, yeah, I play games that are fun to me, or was fun to me at the time. So, like, recently I picked up Kart Rider Drift, and the game is dead. It's a good game, too. But it apparently was too hard, and people would just say, why not just play Mario Kart? Stimmood. Why would you take movement away from defense? That doesn't make sense. Nerfing defense doesn't make sense here, you know? We're like, what I'm talking about, like 3-on-3 wise, laggy stuff, laggy fingertip, laggy block, things that are basically above their, you know, their hand, and it still gets blocked. Doesn't make sense. And then there's a recent game that came out, Tower of Fantasy. There's people that are already 100%ing the regions, which is not bad actually. It shows how dedicated they are. But here we go again with the same old thing. It's an MMORPG with PvP in the thing. There's always a pay to win, and there's a pay to win aspect to the game. People are gonna be toxic because, hey, you're poor or something like that, or you're bad, you don't know how to do this. Like, people will find a reason to make someone else feel bad. There's a Twitch streamer like a long time ago. I believe he's banned, but he has an alt account. He played DBD, and this killer was being so nice. He wasn't tunneling, he wasn't camping, he wasn't slugging. He's just playing the game casually. And bro decided to crap on that. He brought him to Haddonfield, and this was like Haddonfield where you could just balance landing infinite. And there's infinite in Myers' house. They infinite this man, gen rush this man, open the gate in his face, and they got a 4-man out and called this man Garbo. Like, if he played me, if the Dredge played mean, he would have got a 4K and he would still be crying about it. Like, that's what I call an entitled survivor main. Like, against toxic killers, sure, you could be toxic. You could teabag, flashlight. Like, if you're like a Bubba, face camping Bubba, first of all, you shouldn't even get face camped by a Bubba to begin with. I don't know how Mass Action Games champion, but you know, whatever. you shouldn't even be in certain predicaments in video games. But I might make a video once I get my PS5 controller, just like talking more about each rant and make rant videos about certain things that are happening. So like the game, I can make a rant video of a certain game, make a rant video about the community, or a rant video that is just so common that it should have been dead a long time ago. Like, okay, so example, something that should have been died a long time ago, like drama wise. The Sin situation should have died a long time ago. The game has multiple problems. Sham God doesn't take stamina, and it can be spammed over and over. Doesn't really show skill there when the defense has to use blind defense and fingertip, which caused this toxic circle of blind defense leaves torturing the casuals of this game. Low tiers coming to high tier. The devs and the community, they're both toxic, they're both terrible, they're both trash. They're not really caring about this game. They're putting a 24-hour stream of this game, of the high tier gameplay, and they're not really doing much. They're just clicking the first thing they see, and it's just low tiers getting crapped on by wallets. It shows the new players of this game that you need a wallet to play this game. They're showing that to you right there, and they're not even being like secretive about it. Now other games, Dead by Daylight, the game, very toxic, can get very toxic because of the endless cycle of 5 minutes, the endless cycle of let's say toxicity, face camping Bubba, and a teabagging, flashlighting, clicking Nia. Perks. There's always going to be an argument with if the perks is good or bad. Made for this is arguably the best perk we've got, and people want it to be nerfed, even though it's not mostly used right now, which is weird, even though it's Windows. And people want that nerf because it's mostly used and it's too much information. But imagine you're a solo queue survivor and you need info because you're getting sold by your teammates, you know? Like, people don't understand anything about why Swifts have this but solo queue survivor has it worse. But yeah, there's just a lot of BS happening all around internet wise. And this, oh, I'm just joking thing needs to stop, honestly. Also, Bagman, you know, I want him to be a character. He's gonna be my main 100%. God dang. P6 Deacon should get manual block, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to like rant about. I ran about a lot of stuff, but I might just like make videos detailing them more, I guess. You just shot that straight up when you have a P5. That's kind of weird, man. But yeah, after this game, I'm gonna end stream, and then once I like get my controller back after being repaired, I'll make more videos about these types of stuff and just let my entire mind out. Would I put memes in them? Probably to like not tilt myself or make it more, you know, tension. And of course, my maximum is going to be 2 minutes, and my minimum is going to be 2 minutes. The maximum is 3 minutes of a video if it's like an actual video, not a montage. Montages, the minimum is 1 minute, and the maximum is like 2 minutes. But of course, I can go over that a little bit depending on the situation. Yeah, that's a bot. But yeah. Now that is still happening. The double dribble bug is still happening. Again, doesn't make sense. Animations that just doesn't make sense. You're in someone's face and you pull that animation. Someone's coming from the side of you to block you, and they would jump straight up, and you can't really do the crab thing. Like, the animation in this game is just so weird.
They're doing 24 HRS stream instead of giving a battle pass.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, I understand that people want the battle pass, but you gotta learn to be patient, bro. That's all you gotta do. This is Joy City we're talking about. You gotta learn to be patient on this game. Because we all know we're not always gonna get a battle pass. We all know we're not always gonna get ranked. Well, we know we're gonna get 2 of them, but they're gonna be so far apart that it's so annoying that we have to wait so long to get something, you know? So at this point, I'm just so used to it. Why didn't you just immediately shoot, though? Something I'll never understand. How people hit double S and how people don't hit double S.
Today's highlight.
And then how so people hit triple S and they, like, some triple S's talk the most trash when they're trash themselves, right? I'm not gonna say names because I think we all know who most of them are, but some of them are just not good. So for instance, the person just plays games and just grind over and over, and they get carried and they get triple S that way. Doesn't really show skill. Also, I'm wide open, didn't get the ball. I bricked that. Kinda cool. Bro's getting duffed. Can this go forfeit, please? Double dribble? I talk so much that my throat hurts now. I need to drink water after this. Oh, but I make that though. Interesting. Her jump shot is so slow. And there's the forfeit. Alright guys, that'll be the end of this stream. I just wanted to just lay out some stuff and just say some things that just been bothering me recently. And it's just the same old, same old. And this is your 3 stream, I guess, because I'm not going to stream 3s for quite some time anyway. I rarely play 3s to begin with, but people just want to see it more and more, and I don't like 3s like that after how much I've seen and how much I played. I hit level 100 and I'm just kind of bored of the game. but people just still want some more of threes, and I know I have to finish my 100 video 3-on-3 vid, but well, not my 100 video vid, but like get up to there. I just don't feel like doing it, you know. But anyways, that'll wrap up the stream today, Clark, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Take care.